Just do it already. Hey, gang. Hope you're all doing well. So, yes, the Yankees took a 9-7 loss. It almost was a comeback win last night. So, that left me a little bit of excitement because Aaron Judge went deep, Juan Soto went deep. The guys that, are known for the production gave production. So, and I hope they continue to do that. But with that said, there's other holes that need to be addressed now. Okay? And look at the title. Gleyber Torres. Just trade Torres Already. I'll stick to that part first. Okay? Whether it's the lack of production, the lack of hustle, whatever it might be that frustrates a lot of fans and frustrates the Yankees themselves, he needs a change of scenery. Okay, for his own head, for his own well-being. He's already cost himself tens of millions of dollars. I know he knows this. Okay, we all know this. And again, give him an opportunity to contribute elsewhere. And maybe the Yankees can get whatever they can from him. There's a couple of, tidbits of information here, like they traded Joey Gallo and got Clayton Beeter back. They also traded Billy McKinney, got international money back. To me, Gleyber Torres is more talented than both of them. I think they could get at least that or a little bit more back for Gleyber Torres. So, and at this point, it doesn't make sense to have him in the lineup on an everyday basis. I understand that, Giancarlo Stanton is injured, so they want a righty, a cleanup. Totally get it. Okay, but he's not producing. J.D. Davis just came here. He didn't play before yesterday. Didn't play in 10 days, so he's going to need a few days too. Okay, and the guy that could be replacing Giancarlo Stanton, Jason Dominguez, is also hurt, and the guy that could be replacing Gleyber Torres, John Birdie, is also hurt. Okay, so what are the options? Not many, right? They're not. Oswald Perez is not up here for whatever reason. Okay, and who else is not up here? And what do they got? They have Oswaldo Cabrera's come back down to life. I know some fans want him to play every day. I get it. Okay, I totally get it. Okay, he's a young player, brings energy to the team. Maybe he will get an opportunity, which leads me to the next guy, DJ LeMahieu. At no point right now should we have DJ LeMahieu and Gleyber Torres in the lineup at the same time. It's just two completely wasted at bats, 3 to 4 times a day. So that's 6 to 8 wasted at bats. Okay, and add to that subpar defense and subpar energy. Like, it's a not good situation for the team, which is why trades right now need to be entertained. Okay, and I'm just going to say this now. It is a waste of time. I don't care who disagrees with me or agrees. I don't care. It's a waste of time to spend our energy blaming Boone every single day. He has no choice. That's a fact. Our opinions don't change that. Okay? The guys that could be replacing these guys are also hurt. So he has to work with what he has here. He doesn't call up and send down players. The front office does that. Okay? And fact is, we're missing guys. The fact is, we need to trade for some guys, it looks like. Okay? Fact is, the bottom part of the lineup, we're top heavy and light, low, down below, down low. So we need some contact hitters. We need some guys to put the ball in play from this 5 spot on, which is why Ben Rice makes more sense right now to have maybe back cleanup or 5th. He's more dialed in offensively than DJ is, and definitely more than Gleyber Torres is. DJ, it's more because he's aging. He's basically a shell of his former self offensively. But I don't fault the man for lack of hustle. Okay, he's out there. He gives what he gives. Okay, Gleyber Torres is almost 10 years younger than DJ LeMahieu. There's absolutely no excuse for him to do what he did yesterday. Not running out anything, and it's absolutely pointless to blame Boone for that. And I know some people are going to continue to do it. Go right ahead. But when you come here, I do not pull punches. I will call it out every single time. You're welcome to disagree with me. You're welcome to. We're totally cool. That's one of the things that makes this channel great. I don't block people who disagree with me. I don't need you to agree with me. Okay? You disagree with me and bringing your point of view forces me to think or try to think from your perspective and see if it makes sense. Okay, so I thank you for bringing your viewpoint. As long as you're respectful, you won't get blocked. It's that simple. I don't need my ego stroked every single day. Other people do, not me. Okay, it's you folks that make the channel better. You inspire me. Okay, and what you see is what you get. Whether it's good or bad, you're going to get real every day. I'm not going to pawn myself off as real and just give talking points. Okay, I won't do that. You deserve better than that. Okay, but to my original points, yes, please trade Gleyber Torres. Please get what you get at this point. Just take the L if you need to. We are 5 weeks away from the trading deadline. How much better can you get at this point that's going to get a haul back in a trade? It's not going to happen. Take the L and get somebody else here, please. Even if whatever it is. We have multiple holes in the infield that need addressing. Okay. Yes, we have holes in the bullpen that need addressing too, but I'm more confident in their ability to, get the bullpen right than I am the infield. Okay. There are more guys available. And they do a good job at either trading for relievers, drafting them, developing them, calling them up, and so on and so forth. The bullpen's not really the biggest problem. Yeah, they've not been great over the last couple of weeks, and that includes Clay Holmes. Okay. But with that said, there is enough firepower in the bullpen to hold them together until they make some moves, whether it's Tanner Scott, whether it's whoever, Michael Kopech, whether it's Garrett Crochet. We don't know what's going to be yet. And the one reason why we don't know is because a lot of teams that we thought were going to be sellers look like they're going to become buyers now because they're either playing much better or the other teams in their division suck now, which is making them contenders, right? So that's just the calculus of it. This is what the Yankees have in front of them to deal with. Less teams to negotiate with. There's a couple of teams that represent obvious fits like the Angels, the White Sox, and the Marlins. Maybe those 3 teams are the ones that the Yankees are going to have to deal with, right, to get a player that they need. And they do have each one of those players, each one of those teams has players that the Yankees could use, either infield or bullpen, or sometimes both, right? Don't know if they're going to add a starting pitcher yet. We have no idea because we don't know whether they're going to move Luis Hill to the bullpen when Clark Schmidt comes back, or if Nestor Cortez gets moved when Clark Schmidt's come back, or gets traded when Clark. We don't know yet. I don't think they know, right? And that's the problem. Is when you guys get hurt, you don't know what they're going to be like when they come back, which is why Garrett Cole needs some more time, right? And the fact is, too, the Mets are red hot. They're 10-2 in their last 12 games. The Yankees are 10-10 in their last 20. Okay? The Mets are red hot right now. They're beating up on everybody. It is what it is. Okay, we're jumping into the Shark Tank here. Great Whites. We got Luis Hill on the mound today. We need him to be better. But again, why are we blaming Boone for lack of performance by the players? Let's blame the players. Hold the players accountable. And he's not on the field with them. He's not at their house. Are you taking your vitamins today? And what? He's not a babysitter. These guys are highly paid athletes. They need to be held to account too. I know Boone's a convenient fall guy for far too many people. Okay? Even if people say we'll never win a championship with Boone, we'll never win with Cashman. Whatever. You're entitled to say it. Yeah, people can say it. But the fact of the matter is, these are the things that need to happen right now. We need them to trade Torres and bring in some energy and some athleticism, some productivity in the infield, right? We need them to bench DJ LeMahieu. We can't just rely on Jahmai Jones. We need John Birdie back. We also need some other productivity on the bench, okay? Maybe we need to sit or trade Jose Trevino and call up somebody like Augustin Ramirez to platoon with Austin Wells. He hits more. They play better when he's behind the plate. I know Garrett Cole likes Jose Trevino. I get that. But Austin Wells is better than Jose Trevino. Okay? There's a reason why he was a first-round pick for the Yankees. A first-round pick. If we play him on a regular basis, maybe he'll go back to playing like a first-round pick. Playing him sporadically doesn't do anything for him. Just like Jason Dominguez, right? Having him come up here and platoon with guys isn't going to do him any justice, too. I'd rather keep him at AAA and play him every day so he can continue to get better. That when the time comes, when his spot's there for a full-time job, he's ready to go. Him playing part-time does nothing for him, does nothing for the team. Okay? And the fact is, they're not going to sit Verdugo for him, or DFA Verdugo, or trade Verdugo. They're not going to move Torres. I mean, not Torres. They're not going to move Soto or Judge for him either. Okay? And now he's hurt for 8 weeks. So that's the other thing, too. Right? They have other players that they can call up on the outfield, but right now, outfield does not represent the biggest need. They've got Trinkrish on there. And when he plays decent. But you got to play him. Infield right now represents the most dire need for the Yankees. I know the team is not collapsing, falling apart. This isn't 2023. This is the better team than it was last year. They are in a much better spot. Okay? Yeah, it sucks that Giancarlo Stanton's going to miss 4 weeks. It does. Okay? But it's better than him and Judge missing 6 weeks at the same time. Okay? And hopefully Judge will stay healthy. Okay? We need other guys to stay healthy too. But we need them to address these holes now and address them with productivity. Contact hitters. I say this a lot too. Contact hitters put the ball in play more than guys that rely on power. Okay? So their ability to strike out when it counts is going to be less frequent than the guys that rely on power. Okay? Luis Arias puts the ball in play more than Giancarlo Stanton for a reason. He's a contact hitter. Not power. On occasion, he hits with power, but he puts the ball in play. He's a singles hitting machine. Okay? No, we're not going to get Luis Arias. But could they get somebody like Jazz Chisholm? Yeah. Luis Rengifo? Yeah. An infielder from somewhere else? Yeah. And again, these are the players that I'm kind of focused on right now because, again, teams that we thought were going to be sellers now look like they're going to be buyers. That could change a week or two from now. So this is why we're going to wait. But if I can encourage the Yankees to do anything right now, is to not wait until the trade deadline, not wait until the last day and make your moves and have everybody leapfrog you for players that might have a chance of getting here. You have depth and prospects. Move some of them if they're blocked. If they're blocked here and not going to be until 2028, trade them. What is the point of keeping them here if they're going to be blocked for years? And then when you do bring them up, they're past their ability to produce. What is the point? We have a deep farm right now on the offensive side and the pitching side. But the fact is a lot of guys are blocked. Okay? And Oswald Peraza, they don't seem to. So if you're not going to play him, trade him, please. Just trade him. Okay? Look, he's not going to replace Gleyber Torres next year. Right? Otherwise, you'd be replacing him now. So let's just be straight up front about that now, right? Who else you got? You have Yorbit Vivas. Is he going to get a chance to play? I don't know. Caleb Durbin? Don't know. Are you going to move Spencer Jones from AA to AAA? I don't know. Right? But right now, this is Ben Rice's audition, his 8-week audition, as is J.D. Davis that they just traded for. This is his audition too. And that'll give them an idea of whether they need to actually trade for a first baseman. And whether that first baseman is going to be available because he might be playing on a team that's all of a sudden playing good now, playing well. So if you have an opportunity to capitalize and strike while iron's hot, please do it now. Please don't wait. I know those other teams want that. They want other teams in the AL East to be interested in the same players that the Yankees are interested in so they can create a bidding war. Right? You can do this. The Padres have been proactive. They swiped Luis Arias when nobody was looking. They went and they got him. Okay? Please strike. Please do. Okay? And again, folks, make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, okay? I always say this. If you do, just hit the notification button. Okay? That way you know when we go live, you know when news comes out. I want you to be part of the discussions. I want to get your feedback. Like I said, I don't need people to agree with me every day. You disagreeing with me and giving your perspective motivates me to try to put myself in your shoes and say, okay, why is he or she thinking like this? Okay? And being respectful about it elevates the conversation even more. This is why I ask people, is this your view or is this someone else's talking points? I don't get much feedback on that. I appreciate those that say it's their view and they can actually explain why. Okay? That's what's going to elevate the conversation. That's what's going to make the channel better. So keep that coming, please. It's welcome here. The only time I block people is when people are disrespectful to myself or other people on the channel. Like I said, I'm not going to pull punches. I'm not going to do talking points or propaganda and pulling myself off as being real. It's not going to happen. People can like me. People can not like me. That's okay. Totally okay. But when you come here, you're going to get authentic. You're going to get straight up. You're going to get real. Period. End of story. Okay? Thank you again for listening to this. If you're here at the end, double thank you. Okay? And give me some insight, please. Do you agree with those? Just bench DJ, just trade Torres, and let's bet Ben Rice cleanup. I'm working from what we have right now, not what we might have in a week. Well, if we have a different roster in a week, then we'll address it then. Don't know what the heck the Yankees are going to do, but hopefully they do it sooner than later. Talk to you later.